Hello students, I am Dr. V.K. Sawant. In the present lecture, we are going to discuss certain parts which are relevant for further study of auditing. In the present lecture, I would like to highlight Introduction to Auditing Standards. You learned about accounting standards, that is in short known as AS. Presently, Indian accounting standards are known as Ind AS, but in the present lecture we are focusing and giving introduction regarding auditing standards. Auditing standards refer to the quality of audit performance with respect to decision on how much evidence is necessary, how and when the required evidence is to be obtained. It means that every business transaction recorded in the books of accounts must have sufficient and appropriate documentary evidence. If documentary evidence is not available, that kind of transaction should not be recorded in the books of account. After recording business or financial transaction in the books of accounts, and later on auditing works starts. In auditing, we must understand that what type of evidence is necessary to a particular type of transaction and when that kind of evidence is to be obtained. Auditing standards are established by competent authorities on common judgment and in respect of professional attitude, field work, and reporting. It means that there are certain important parts in relation to auditing standards, namely common judgment made by professional bodies, professional attitude, field visit, and reporting by the auditor to the concerned authority. Auditing standards are based on code of ethics given by the professional peers. It means that professional bodies have given some code of conduct while conducting audit by the auditor. Standard performance is compared with actual performance, and later on it will be decided what are the causes of variations. Actual performance is expected to conform with standard performance. Auditing standards are providing yardsticks against the quality of audit results are evaluated. In the organization or institutions, standards are developed by the regulatory bodies. Auditing standards are very important in case of material importance and interpretation of technical nature. So, auditing standards are important for material evidence and its interpretation is required in relation to technical nature. Now we are going to discuss generally accepted accounting standards, in short, GAAS. Generally accepted accounting standards are helpful to members for guidance of standard auditing practices. Generally accepted accounting auditing standards are statements or pronouncements. The professional auditor has to ensure that he has carried out the audit of client in accordance to the GAAS. It is the duty of an auditor to see that whether he is following generally accepted accounting standards while conducting audit of the client. GAAS are a set of systematic guidelines. GAAS is a set of systematic guidelines used by the auditor when conducting audits on companies' financial records. In short, GAAS are a set. GAAS means generally accepted accounting standards are a set of guidelines which is useful to the auditors for conducting audit of companies. GAAS helps to ensure the accuracy, consistency, verifiability of auditors' action and reports. The American Institute of Certified Public Accountants had laid down the following generally accepted auditing standards. Auditing standards has been classified on certain criteria, of which one of the important criteria is general standards. These are the standards developed by American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and in which the following things are involved. The audit work should be carried by a person or persons having adequate auditing training and proficiency in the job of audit. It means that for conducting auditor must have proper training and experience and proficiency in the job of audit. In all matters relating to the assignment and independence in mental attitude to be maintained by the auditor or auditors. The auditor should follow independent attitude while conducting audit, and auditor should be work without any kind of bias. The work of auditing is to be performed with the due professional care. Professionalism is very important at the time of audit. These three are important aspects covered under general standards. On the basis of this information, we can summarize that general standards relate to personal standards of an auditor as regard his training, proficiency, and independence, etc. Standards on field work. Firstly, we focused general standards. Presently, we are focusing standards as related to field work. The auditor should plan his work before starting actual work of audit. The auditor should assign certain jobs to his or her subordinates or assistants, and he should supervise properly, systematically. The auditor has to ascertain that the internal control system is quite effective and free from defects. And auditor should note if there are drawbacks in existing internal control system. Auditor should obtain sufficient and reliable evidence for confirmation of the transaction happened. Field work standards mainly pertain to planning and supervision of audit work. Evaluation of internal controls and collection of proper evidence. It means that fieldwork standards focusing on three important facts. Number one, planning and supervision of audit work. It means that auditor should prepare proper plan and make proper supervision regarding audit. Number two, evaluation of internal controls. Internal controls involves internal check, internal audit, etc. The auditor should study existing internal control system employed by the client and note down drawbacks and loopholes regarding it. And third one, that is collection of proper evidence. At the field work, the auditor should collect proper evidences for confirmation of accounting transactions. Next part of GAS is standards of reporting. The report shall give auditors opinion regarding financial statements and adoption or acceptance of generally accepted accounting principles. The report shall state whether the convention of consistency is adhered to. If the auditor notices that the principle of disclosure is not followed in respect of any item, then he should state that fact in his report. Here, standards as related to reporting, in which reporting is very important, and while reporting, the auditor should see that whether the client has been applied generally accepted accounting principles while recording financial transactions. Then auditor should focus whether convention of consistency is followed by the client, and if any deficiency, or if the auditor found that the principle of disclosure is not properly employed, that point should be noted by the auditor in his report. It means that GAS, generally accepted auditing standards, has been classified into three parts, namely general standards, field standards, reporting standards. The report means expression of opinion regarding financial transactions given by the auditor. The auditor should state the reasons in his audit report. These standards refer to the consistent compliance with the generally accepted accounting standards, adequacy of informative disclosure, and expression of opinion regarding the financial statements. This all about gas. Now we are moving towards international standards on auditing. In short, it is known as ISA. ISA means International Standards on Auditing. International auditing standards are issued by International Auditing and Assurance Standards Board. In short, A sorry IAASB. IAASB is a body of International Federation of Accountants. A question may be asked in examination: what is the long form of ISA? The long form of ISA is International Standards on Auditing. Another question will be asked: what is the long form of IAASB? The long form of IAASB is International Auditing and Assurance Standards Board. This is a body of International Federation of Accountants. It is body which is working on international level. There are professional standards for the auditing of financial information. This board has developed professional standards for the auditing. These standards cover various areas like responsibilities, audit planning, internal control, audit evidence, using the work of other experts, audit conclusions, audit reports, and standards for specialized areas. The Council of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, ICAI. So another question: what is the long form of ICAI? The long form of ICAI is Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. ICAI is a founder member of the Council of International Federation of Accountants with effect from 1st April 2008. It means that Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is a founder member of IFAC with effect from 1st April 2018. The AASB recategorized and renumbered the existing auditing and assurance standards on the lines followed by the IAASB. This is very important. Presently, accounting standards are recategorized and renumbered in India by ICAI on the lines of IAASB. With this change, all auditing assurance standards AAAS were renamed as Standards of Auditing, that is SAS. SA means auditing standard. In this way, in the present lecture, we have focused what is the need of accounting auditing standards, what are the auditing standards given by the American Body of Accountants. What is the role of Institute of Certified Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, and what types of auditing standards are useful? These auditing standards have been classified into three categories, that is general standards, standards as related to fieldwork, and reporting standards. So, in this way, we discussed the auditing standards and their need in the present business scenario. So, in this way, we are concluding today's lecture. Thank you.